But anyways, are you a chef, Chef Clay?
Yeah,
Uh, like, what do you
I
cook?
cook people who think Islam is not the objective truth.
Oh,
Then
touche.
why don't
Yo,
Right?
my daughter's listening and she just gasps. She grabs her pearls and she says, "He cooks people?"
Yeah, yeah. That's what I do. But so, question back onto you: why are you not a Muslim or Christian?
Regarding Islam, I've considered it, and in the past, there's a lot of things I admire from Islam. There's a lot of things I admire from Christianity. The question is, how important is logic and reason in your relationship with God?
it's
And in terms of who I get along with more, who I would rather hang out with more, like not talk theology with, but I think I'd probably have more in common with a Muslim and with a very, very conservative Christian than I do with the average Jew. However, in terms of theology, in the way I understand God and the Torah, I have more in common with religious Jews. I have absolutely nothing in common with secular Jews. Nothing. Nothing at all. This is why it frustrates me when I see people on this platform who are not really religious in some way saying that we're the same. It completely frustrates me. Religious Jews have more in common with Muslims than they do with secular Jews. So that being said, I think it's more important to have a sound base, because if the foundation is strong, then you can build on it. Only because I happen to get along with masculine individuals, let's say like Christians and Muslims, that doesn't mean that their philosophy isn't going to end up catching up with them in the long run. I rather try to improve a people like the Jewish people from the bottom up than to appreciate other people from the top down. I'll tell you, it's close. If I didn't have an intellectual love affair with the God of Israel and Torah and even Jewish law, if I just sort of I wanted to get along or hang out with people that I saw eye to eye with, heck, I'd probably become a Mormon. In terms of values, family values, politics, however, life is not that easy. There aren't simple solutions for complex problems. It's a
Like
balancing act.
you
You
said
want it.
something. You said something. You said if you didn't have a intellectual relationship with the God of the Bible, what does that mean?
I always say that the reason we believe in God is because of the Bible. The reason we believe in the Bible is not because of God. Because the God in the Bible has presented himself to me so worthy of worship. Heck, his words are responsible for the civilization that I appreciate, for the America I love, the sense of tolerance it instills, especially for people in exile, right? That we're supposed to tolerate other people. We're not supposed to thrust the will on anyone outside of the borders of biblical Israel. It's so impactful that it gave birth to Christianity and Islam. For sure, from the three, I choose Judaism. Are we a perfect people? Far, far from it. Again, I find redeemable qualities both in Islam and Christianity, but I would still choose the one with the more solid foundation. It's like buying a house just for looks alone, right? Then I would pick probably the Islamic house or the Christian house. But if those looks are not built on a solid foundation, your house is going to crumble. So like I rather have one with a solid foundation and repair the house that's already there. And I don't think Judaism is at fault because of Judaism, but because of its people. And I get it. The people make up Judaism because someone could, like, something could be in line with Judaism and against the Torah, because Judaism is essentially what Jews do. All right. But if the foundation is good, if I went and I saw a house and I checked the foundation is solid, I could tear down the house and build it again. If I go check out a house that's beautiful, it's magnificent, but the foundation is cracked, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, but how's your foundation solid? Like, what do you like? Like your foundation is your rabbis, and
No,
it's
no,
not
not at
true.
all. I mean, I wasn't born Jewish, first of all. Like my foundation is essentially your foundation that you're denying,
no.
right?
So
What
my
makes Islam ethical and what makes Christianity ethical is the Torah. I believe, and I'm pretty sure scholars would agree also, irreligious people, that Islam would not exist if it wasn't for Judaism. Christianity wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Judaism. I understand that that Muslims have made themselves believe that the Quran would have still have existed without the Torah, but that's a statement of faith.
so I don't think you understand. Like the Torah is a revelation from Allah. Like that's a holy scripture to us. We believe it was given to Moses, right? The same God that gave to Moses gave to Muhammad. We don't think like the Prophet Muhammad learned, or he was like a rabbi. He studied Judaism. None of that. You understand what I'm saying too? He
Yeah,
got
you're giving me creed right now.
yeah,
Everything I said didn't include creed.
yeah,
It
but
was logic and reason. From an outsider's perspective, I spoke. Now you're telling me from an insider's perspective, we Muslims understand it like this. But I'm not Muslim. Courtney's not Muslim. Theus is not Muslim. However, everyone from any religion understood what I was trying to say because I broke it down regarding having a solid foundation, having a house built on that foundation. And you're coming back with, we Muslims believe, right, that the Torah is given by God. It had nothing to, I didn't mention God doing anything. I read the Torah and I saw at the time that the Torah was given, God behaved worse than people. They would basically unalive each other and grape each other. The God of Israel set a standard in motion that has given birth to everything I love